Hey guys, it's Bellamy here from Midnight Suns, and I just got back from seeing the IMAX premiere of The Creator. So this is just a quick review and my first impressions of the movie. So let me just start off by saying this is easily one of the best sci-fi movies this year. Not that there's much competition, but yeah, this was actually a really good sci-fi movie. And I know a lot of people are saying it's an instant classic, and I can see why. So how do I describe this movie without spoiling it? So I don't know how many of you guys remember this movie called Elysium with Matt Damon in it. Well, this movie really gave me a lot of vibes of that movie. Like, this movie really reminded me so much of that movie in so many ways. And the difference between this movie and that movie is that movie focuses a lot more on the action, but this movie actually focuses a lot more on like the drama, the character interactions, the character relationships, you know. This movie is really much more of a human and machine robot drama than Elysium was. And that's not to say that this movie doesn't have much action, because it actually has a lot of great action. In fact, you know, all the action scenes, they are like these war scenes between like the humans and the machines, the robots, and all those war scenes really reminded me of, if you guys watch Star Wars Rogue One, you know, the final battle at the beach in Scarif. Like, all the fight scenes in this movie, the war scenes especially, really reminded me of that. It really had that Scarif fight vibe. And this movie was directed by Gareth Edwards, who also directed Rogue One. So no wonder, like, when I watched this movie, I definitely felt the vibes of Rogue One in this movie. All the war scenes really reminded me of that movie, and I think a lot of people can agree that the war scenes were the best part of that movie, and I think they are the best part of this movie as well. So Gareth Edwards, he can definitely direct war movies very well. And the acting in this movie is really fantastic. Like, the whole main cast really put on such great performances. And I think, without spoiling anything, there are some scenes in the movie that will really hit you right in the feels. Unless you're a robot, of course. And let me just say, one of my absolute favorite things about this movie is that it is a complete movie. Like, you know, all the main stories and the subplots that are introduced in the movie itself, by the end of the movie, everything is tied up really nicely. So there is no like unnecessary cliffhanger. There's no filler in the movie, especially. You know, at the end of the movie, it really felt like you watched a whole season of a really good TV drama, except they managed to condense it into a 2-hour movie. Like, the movie is only slightly over 2 hours long, and it is so good. There's no filler at all. Every single scene in the movie felt like it had a purpose, and it had to be in the movie. Like, you know, sometimes you watch movies and you feel like, well, they didn't need to have that scene. But this movie, every single scene I felt was important to the story, and every single scene had a purpose. So yeah, I really like how complete and concise the story is in the movie, and that is definitely the highlight, apart from the Great War scenes, of course. I guarantee you won't be disappointed by some unnecessary cliffhanger like so many Hollywood movies nowadays. So in the end, I am giving The Creator a solid 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really great, and I highly recommend it to all you sci-fi action fans. You will definitely enjoy this movie. I don't think it was a perfect movie, but it was pretty darn good. Anyway, that's all for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, stay gold, everybody. Bye, guys. Go and watch the movie.